Hey guys, what's up? Shin0555 here, coming at you with another drawing stream. What's up, everybody? We are picking up where we left off last time with Pumpkin Jack here, and yeah, not much else to say. So yeah, we're gonna finish him today. We don't actually have that much more to go, so this might be somewhat of a quicker one. But yeah, welcome to the stream. I'm just gonna be sitting here. We're gonna be drawing Pumpkin Jack and just kind of chilling out. So yeah, let me know. So if you guys are in the chat, feel free to jump into the chat here. Always appreciate anyone who takes the time to watch, comment, all that good stuff. Last we left off, I think I just did the base color, or the base shadow here. There is some stuff I want to fix. Mainly this caught my eye. This needs to be smaller. Maybe like about there. Yeah, it's good. Oh, then we gotta do all in here too. That's fine. Actually, know what I need to do? I need to put this at... change it to normal so I can get that color again. I was working on some other stuff in between, so all, like, my tools kind of... or at least, like, the color picker has changed. And, yeah, no, not much going on. Just wrapping this one up. Like I said before, we'll probably finish this one rather quick. I don't think we have, like, another... I'd be surprised if we have more than an hour to go on this one. Most of it's pretty much done. And also, I do work quick. So that does help. But yeah, Pumpkin Jack is such a good game. I forgot to make my like YouTube short like review of it. But I did that actually today. I just finished recording my videos a little while ago. Basically, I just record everything on, like, Sunday, and then just post them out. But, like, since I did the Let's Play with Lorp for Resident Evil 5, I'm, like, super backed up. I have, like, a month's worth of videos, because I just kept recording each week, because it's just a part of, like, my schedule. So, I wonder if I could erase this part. Would that make it look better? A little bit. So I actually have like a ton of videos to upload. Some of them are like out of date, like really old topics, but I'm just like, I don't care. I don't care. I'll upload those anyway. I made them. Might as well upload them. I don't really pride myself on being like super topical on the current stuff that's going on. That's actually one of the best comments I get, because I do get this comment quite a lot on my channel, that like people just like watch my channel and is like, oh my god, this feels like it's like right from the 2000s. And it's like, that is such a nice comment, because that is the exact feeling I'm going for this channel. That was like my favorite time period. Back, like when like you can make fun content, say your opinion, whatever it is, and just make videos and people just like talked about it. remember watching like Angry Video Game Nerd and like people like Alpha Omega Sin. Like, so good. Again, that was back when like stuff was, you know, fun. I feel like a lot of YouTube now is just not fun. People are so worried about like cancel culture bullshit, and like we're getting to the point where people are just afraid to have an opinion. It's just dumb. That's one thing I'm never gonna be afraid, especially with like opinions about video games. I am never going to be afraid to have an opinion about a game I like or don't like or whatever. It don't matter. I think that is the most ridiculous thing. People being afraid to share their video game opinions because, like, oh, you know, people might disagree and then they get really upset. Who cares? Let them get upset. That's the whole point. It's actually coming out pretty good. I keep saying that, but it's like I'm almost surprised at like the result. Like, oh my god, I thought this was gonna suck. But it turns out it's kind of just all right. Now I really like that background, dude. And again, like, considering that's kind of like the first time I ever did like a background like that, that's pretty solid. That's a pretty solid background. We are going to do some stuff to like play with it a little bit more, but we'll probably have to do all that in Photoshop. But that's fine. That is quite alright. Yeah, also for like digital art, I think it's like really healthy to jump around in like programs. Because a lot of these like art programs, like I'm using Paint Tool Sai. If you're unfamiliar with kind of like the way this looks and what program I'm using, this is Paint Tool Sai 2. It's pretty good. It's like what I like drawing in this a lot more because it's like Photoshop, but a lot more simple and a lot more tailored towards drawing, where like Photoshop has a whole bunch of other tools for like other things. This one's specifically just tailored towards like drawing. And that's one reason why I really like Paint Tool Sai. And I got into it when I was like in like high school, and I just kind of like always use it. It just seems to be more reliable too. I was doing like sprite work in my new Photoshop, and like the brush was not working. Like the simple pencil brush, it was just not wanting to like it was doing everything I wanted it to do, but like it was super slow and laggy, and it was like I was literally painting with 1 pixel. So it was like I had no idea why it's like having like struggling with it. So there must be like a setting I have on. Because like the strange thing was is like I would switch to the eraser tool and it would just work fine. And it would be in like the same like mode, like pencil and all that stuff, and it's like, what the hell's going on here? Alright, that seems pretty good. I am happy. Yeah, I'm kind of happy with that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to unlink this layer. So we're going to have like some of the fall off here, but that's fine because I'm going to click Pumpkin Jack. And I'm going to select everything outside of Pumpkin Jack here. And then I'm going to go to the shadow that I did, and then I'm going to erase it. So I'm going to get all this little outline stuff that looks bad just out of the picture. And you're going to see why in a second, why that's going to be helpful. I should probably put some shading on the scythe. Boop. There we go. You will get some... Honestly, I should have probably expanded the selection a little bit. You will get like little parts like this that like miss out, like on the very edges. Shouldn't be on everything, just maybe like if you have like little spikes or whatever pointing out. That's one thing. You could... I should have expanded the selection a little bit. But it's okay, we'll do a little touch-up. A little touch-up work. Well, that should be it. Yeah, it looks good. Looks good. Alright, that should be it. Now what we're going to do is put a little bit of shading on this scythe here. Just a tad. Erase. Well, that's too big. That's too big. There we go. And then I'll take the eraser, make it a little smaller, maybe like a 9. Just cut into that there. Like so. Yeah, that looks alright. We're going to put like a big highlight on it, so I don't want to do like too much shading. But now that we've got that done, all that's cleaned up. Now what I'm going to do is make a new layer above this. Create a... I like going with shade with this one. And then we're going to just take this color, make it a little bit darker. Take a base color. And then what we're going to do is kind of put like a gradient on it. So I'm just going to kind of gradient the edges here. And you don't want to do it on like everything. And the best way is to kind of like pick one side to do it on. I like doing it usually on like the curvy sides. And then we're going to blend that in, and it's going to give it like a little bit of like a... what is it? Gradient. It doesn't have to be super perfect either, because we are going to blend it in a little bit. Oh. Whoops. Actually, just so before we started the stream, I got a comment reply. Because I watched this one guy's video. I can't remember his name. But, he was making a video talking about how he wanted to, like, quit using screens. But more specifically, like, his smartphone. Because he just, like, you know, like, social media and, like, all this shit. He was like, it was just making him miserable. So he decided to, like, cut out on, like, screen time. And he was talking about, like, just, like, doing it and kind of, like, how it's been going. And he said at first he cut out, like, all screens. So no phones, no games, no, like, nothing. He just did not want to look at a screen. And, he said it worked, but it was kind of, like, unmanageable. So what he decided to do was, instead of just cutting out all screens, he decided to go back and start using, like, gaming handhelds. Like, DS's, PSP's, even, like, Android gaming devices, like an Odin or the Thor or whatever. And he started using those, and he, like, noticed, like, a considerable, like, difference on, like, he just started feeling better, his, like, mood got better, and it's just like, yeah, no, social media is like a cancer. But anyway, I actually wrote a comment saying, like, oh, good for you, man, like, keep it up. And I was just like, as someone who's never had a smartphone before, I can say it does not make your life any better. And he actually wrote back. I guess he saw my comment, he wrote back, and he's like, couldn't believe I've never had a smartphone before. And it's just like, yeah, I never had one. It actually kind of trips some people out. And, like, I think it trips some people out because, like, I guess people think I'm, like, younger than I am. I mean, I'll admit I do kind of look young, but I don't think I look as young as, like, people think I look. Because I think people consider me in, like, the iPhone kind of generation where, like, don't get me wrong, I was kind of, like, a part of it, but, like, we didn't start getting smartphones until, like, I was in high school. So I didn't really, like, grow up with smartphones or, like, social media. It's like, I still remember when, like, Facebook came out, and it was like, I was just like, I was so strong against, like, making a Facebook account. Eventually I broke down and made one, but even, like, today I still don't use social media that much. And it's kind of a shame because, like, the kind of art career I want to get going, I'm actually have more of, like, a social media presence. So that's gonna be pretty bad, but I'll find a way to balance it. But yeah, no, I've never been, like, a social media person. And when I say, like, I don't have, like a smartphone, people, like, trip out because, like, smartphones have been, like, so integrated into people's lives. They literally cannot manage without one. So when you say it's like, yeah, I just don't use one, they're like, how do you do anything? It's like easy. And, like, I don't have a bunch of, like, social anxiety that, like, other people, like, almost everyone else has. Especially in, like, my age group, there's a bunch of people that I know that just have, like, soul. It's like, just get off your fucking phone. Like, it's not that hard. Because literally, like, all I use my phone for is for emergencies. Like, if I need to make a call to someone, that's the only reason I, like, have my phone on me. Just in case, like, my car breaks down, or I'm left stranded somewhere, or, you know, or if someone needs to, like, contact me for whatever reason. But other than that, it's like, yeah, no, you don't always need to be connected to everyone you've ever met. Like, humans aren't meant to be that connected. Like, we're definitely, like, social creatures, but, like, I think there's, like, limitations. Like, people need their solitude. And just having everything be public is, like, it's literally killing us. Alrighty then. Okay, I just want to kind of... Let me get a little bit right here. Again, it doesn't have to be, like, super perfect. because you're going to see why in a second. Because we're going to, like, blend in one side. Is where we switch to our very trusty watercolor brush that I use probably too much. I fucking rely on this shit so hard. You take this brush away, I can't draw anymore. But you know, I thought it was cool. I thought it was cool he replied to my comment. That is always a nice thing. Made my day. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need to watch Death Battle after this too. Dante versus Clive from Final Fantasy 16. I'm gonna skip Clive's rundown though, because I still have not played 16, but like I own it, I have it, I want to play it, I just haven't gotten around to it. So I'm gonna skip that just to avoid spoilers, because I honestly know next to nothing about 16. I know it like takes place in Ivalice. You can tell because they're all like British speaking. That's a clear sign it's from Ivalice. Because like Final Fantasy 13 or not, Final Fantasy 12 did the same thing. But 12 was kind of cool. They got like actual like actors, like play actors to do the voice work, and I think they did a really good job. The only bad thing about 12 is like it's not focused on the main character, like because clearly the main character is Balthier, the leading. He even says he's the leading man, and he is way more interesting than Vaughn. But like they just feel the need to set Vaughn as like the main focus when he clearly should have been like a side character. But I think that's a common gripe with 12. And we can start getting bigger. That's a cool way to do shading too, because it adds a little bit of depth. It just makes it pop out just a little bit more. That's why I said it didn't need to be like perfect when we were doing it. Because it does get blended in quite a bit. My cell phone just went off. Talking about like my cell phone. Talking about phones for like half the video. Who texted? Oh, I got a picture? Ah, it's my friend. What is this picture of? Oh, is that banana milk? Oh, God. I love banana milk, dude. Banana milk is the best. Now, back in the day, like, quite a few years ago, I got this milk, and it was Sir Banana's banana milk, and it was so fucking good, dude. Like, I cannot explain how good this milk was. And I would buy it like every time I went to the store. I would buy like a carton when I went food shopping, and then one day they just stopped having it, and I was just like, oh man, like why? And it got to the point where it's just like I decided to like go on like Amazon or the internet and just see if I could just buy it, because I was like, okay, maybe like the food line I'm going to just stop holding it for whatever reason. So I went online, and it's like I went online and like I guess they went like under, like the company that made the whole thing like went under, and they even put like a message saying like, oh, us from like Sir Banana, or yeah, like Sir Banana Milk. It's like, oh, sorry, we're closing. Not enough people drank our milk, I guess, and we're done. And I was very sad. I usually don't like junk food either, but like I'll have like, I like milks, like Nesquik. Nesquik milk is awesome. And I'm a person where like I don't drink, so like I don't have any alcohol, but it's like, so if everyone makes a beer run, I'll just ask like, can I have Nesquik? Like, can I have Nesquik? That's the real shit, dude. Give me some fucking strawberry milk. Fuck, man. Okay, now we can kind of like lighten it up just a tad. And you can see it kind of like adds like, I don't know, it's nice little, because that's it without it, and then like that, it just kind of gives it like a little bit more depth. It's very subtle, but I like it. I like it a lot. So yeah. Good little technique to incorporate if you want to just give it a little bit extra oomph. Alright, so that's done. I guess we can do the highlights. I kind of want to do the eye highlights slightly different. Well, actually, no, let's create a clipping group for this and do a little bit. We'll probably keep it on normal. So that's that yellow. I kind of want it more orange, like darker orange. Yellow is a hard color to shade in, by the way. It just is. Because, like, you might make it look, like, muddy. So basically what I'm going to do here... Actually, you know what? I have layers for this. This is why I do stuff in layers. Well, yeah, turn off Pumpkin Jack so I can see where... So I can do stuff like this. Selection, invert. And now we can have a nice clean... Yeah, I'm not one of those people that hide the selection either. Because basically what you could do here is, like, see how it has that, like, kind of weird, kind of dotted-y moving line? You can go to, selection, hide. So it's just not there. And a lot of people do that. And it's like, I don't get why. I mean, like, it doesn't bother me. And I actually kind of like it because, like, sometimes I'll be drawing and then, like, I'll forget. Like, I have it. Have it on, and I'll start drawing somewhere else and be like, why the fuck is my pen not working? I can't tell you how many times I've done that. Quite a bit. Even though I'm playing with it off right now. There we go, and then I want them to go slightly dark. And again, this is why, like, yellow is hard, because, like, it's really easy to make it look muddy. Because you can't use, like, a darker yellow, like most other colors. You could just go, like, a shade darker, and just, like, kind of keep working your way down. With yellow, you either have to go more, like, you have to go, like, more red as you go down. And, like, the color picker. Pumpkin Jack. That's such a good game, by the way. Definitely go check out Pumpkin Jack if you have not checked out the Pumpkin Jack. Literally one of the best Halloween games you can play. And what I like about it is, like, it's not like super horror, it's more like kid Halloween. Because I think, like, a problem that I don't like Halloween, it's all like this, like, kind of really adult horror where it's like all gory, like really scary movies. Like Insidious and Saw, and like that's what people like to see, but it's just like, what about like the fun like kid Halloween movies? You know, like Halloween Town. And I feel like Pumpkin Jack kind of harkens to like the more Halloween Town younger vibe, and it's like, it's nice. It's nice having like nice wholesome content for stuff. All right, I might want to go a little bit darker, like a 9, and just kind of really highlight these edges here. Without shading them in or blending them. That's a problem I had for a long time. I would like to like make everything super smooth when I shaded, and it's just like, no, you need some hard edges too. It really makes it pop, you know? Okay, that's good. That's actually really good at it. And now what I need is boop. And maybe I should make it red. I do want to do it as like a screen, kind of like a. Type deal. Maybe put it under the... Now I might have to put it over the shadow. Like an inside glow going on. Yeah, that looks really good. Boom, look how good that looks. Freaking solid, dude. And now what I can do is make a new layer. Probably put it over this one, and this will be like the face highlights where we do want to go back. Get like a yellow. Maybe even an airbrush. And just, oh well. See, this is why I don't fucking do that selection hide. I want to do it around the edges here. Give it a little bit of like a glow. The Pumpkin Jack. How's that look? That look good? I actually kind of like it without it. No, let's just get rid of that. I think that looks good. It looks good without it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take somewhat of a light color here. And I guess we just do a clipping mask again. Set it to screen, get a big pen. Just do a little highlighting. Whoop. On top of the hat there, top of that. Me, like on the scythe a little bit. On top of the knuckles here, that'll be good. Have that little stick out a little bit. Because you don't want to do too much. Maybe like across here a little bit, maybe a little bit on the stick. That should be good. We got like a 14. Whoop. Up, 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 up. I hope everyone's having a good day too. If anyone's jumping in on the stream. Hope your day's going well. Whoopsie, and too close to the edge there. Boom. Also, I'd say this more often. If you guys have any questions about like what I'm doing, like drawing wise, feel free to write in the comments or jump in the chat. I'm usually pretty good at explaining the stuff I'm doing. At least I hope I can. So if you do have any questions about anything I'm drawing here, feel free to ask. Might be able to tutorial something out too. But yeah, I've been wanting to do more drawing content for the channel. Let me know about the music too, guys. You want me to change the track? I think I'm playing the Digimon Tamer Union song. It's only like a 2-minute song, so if like the loop is getting annoying, just let me know. But it is a song that's like meant to be like looped and like heard over and over and over again, so I figured it wouldn't be that grating on the ears. I actually can't hear it because all the volume is being like filtered through like my capture card, so I actually don't hear anything. I'm just working in silence. Now that could stay. See, like things like this, I don't want this to be that pronounced. This over here. I don't want to go too complex with Pumpkin Jack here. I do want him to like stick out from the background, so that's why I didn't like texture him. So I think keeping him flat, like a flat color, is gonna help with that. I'm gonna keep the shading on the spike, or on the scythe. That's terrible. Whoop, whoop. Go, and then make it a little bit bigger for this one. There we go. That's a little bright, so we will bring it down a little bit. That's pretty good. I like that. Yo, what's up? Silence? Who said silence? Can you guys hear me on like your end? All my audio looks good, so hopefully I wasn't just talking to myself aimlessly for fucking hour for almost 45 minutes. Why are most of the Halloween characters called Jack? I don't know. Jack's just a good name, you know. But thank you, Sheba Slay, for stopping by. I do appreciate you jumping in the chat there. Yeah, I don't know. Pumpkin Jack, I guess it's just a good Halloween name, really, when you think about it. So now we're going to do a kind of a cool thing where I'm going to make a new thing, and we're going to give him a gradient. And I love the gradient tool in here, even though the new Photoshop one kind of does the same thing. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get an orange, and then I'm going to go here and get kind of like a darker that. And then we're just going to That much looks good. See, even then, it still looks good even with like a gradient over it. Why not Scully? Scully's a good one. I think you have to be a skeleton to be named Scully, though. Multiply, screen, overlay. Ooh, I like overlay. Shade, no. Shine. What about shade and shine? It's a little bit too... It's a little bit too bright. I think I'm gonna go with overlay. Yeah, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty damn good. Yeah, I think if it was Scully, you'd have to be a skeleton. They do have Sully in Monsters, Inc., though. That's kind of like a scary one. Foreground. Okay, where are the leaves? In the background? No. Oh, they're right here. Okay, for the leaves, they're going to be very simple. I'll just put like a nice little texture on them. Let's go. Would Vine look good on them? Probably not, but let's check it out. Maybe. Let's make a real... Nah. Paper 2. Yeah, they kind of look like withered leaves with that on. That looks pretty good. Oh, I'm eating pumpkin pie? Nice. Nice, Shiba. What a perfect thing to eat while watching the stream. So I'm going to create a multiply layer and then hit the base color. Actually, I want to go here. I see a little spot that didn't get erased. And just do a little... Again, these you don't have to be like super exact with. I actually kind of want that a little bit darker. There we go. These don't have to be like super exact with, just a little whoop. Bop. Make them look like little leaves blowing in the wind. Bop, 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 whoop. There we go. Now we can hit it with the eraser tool. How's that look? That looks kind of good. This one's pretty solid. I just do a little bit on the edge there. Like that, give it a little bit of depth. My Cookie Run Kingdom sticker arrived. Awesome! I don't know what that is, but I'm glad you got it. I'm happy it come. I'm waiting on some DVDs in the mail. Hopefully I'll get them. I'm pretty sure I will. They're just... Honestly, what I think, like, what Amazon likes to do is they like to, like, package your stuff together. So I think that's what they're waiting for. I think they're waiting for, like, both to come in, and then, like, they'll package them together and do it that way. Alright, that looks pretty good. Bump. Alright, now we got the foreground, we got the leaves, which we already have established we're going to do paper 2 on. Boop, clipping mask, base color. Back, they forgot my favorite character. Oh no, did you order it? That's not good. Or is it one of those like gotcha things where it's just like you buy a package for it and then it's just like it's random like what you get, you don't know. I bought a few of those. I got a few of those from like Digimon. I really do love me some Digimon. What's weird is like I never really thought of Digimon for like a while, and then just like one day I just decided like, oh man, know what show was cool? Digimon. And I just got like super into Digimon again. And it's like my love just never faded from there. I always liked it more than like Pokemon though. I actually kind of want to make this, get this side black too. Or not black, just shade that one in. That'll look better. I ordered a random one, but asked to put my favorite character mainly. But there is only like one. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Well, I do hope you like the ones you did get. Maybe they'll get you to order again. See, that's what they want to do. They want you to order again. It's like, oh, sorry, you didn't get the one you wanted? Well, just try again. Give us more money. Money me, money now. Money, 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 money. Boop, 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 doo, doo, doo. Yeah, we're actually almost done. Oh, wow, we got another hour. I thought it was just going to be an hour. I got my second favorite one, though. Oh, good job. See, it wasn't a total wash. Was not a total wash. I'm actually gonna do another one. Probably just the airbrush. Set to multiply. Kind of shade this in a little bit. The blur tool. There we go. That is pretty damn solid. Alright, so there's a few more things I want to do in Paint Tool side, then we're actually going to take this into Photoshop and then finish it up there. Like how even if I put like the original line work over it, you could barely even tell. I mean, you can tell like there's a little bit of it off here, a little bit there, but all in all, it's pretty solid. And we got that from, like, this picture here. So, like, that picture we turned into this. There is one thing I am forgetting, though. And it's under the background. Ooh, that looks cool. It looks like he's in, like, some weird spirit dimension. We're going to put that one on. We will make a new one. Whoops. Clip and mask. Hit multiply. Get, like, that color. He needs a shadow under his feet, because that's what's making it look off. Why is it not showing up? Oh, because it's under the gradient? Okay, cool. I figured it out. See, like, that looks so much better. That just, like, fucking put the whole piece together. I will kind of put a little dip into it. Kind of clean up the edges here. What you can do with a shadow is add a water fringe. There we go. Now he's, like, planted on the ground there. How would it look if I do it this way? Show a bit thinner. I actually kind of like that more. Boop. Yeah, I like that more. Again, like, digital art is the way to go, dude. Like, I don't know how people do traditional art. Traditional art sucks. Fucking sucks, dude. Alrighty. Now, what I like to do to get kind of like, even though all the colors are pretty much in harmony, I do like to take it a little step further and make it a little bit lighter. A little bit more purple. Maybe less saturated. Like that. And what we're going to do is take a gradient here. Gradient here. Like that. Over the whole thing. And let's see how that looks with a multiply now. Usually I have to go overlay. Screen. Shine. Shade. What about a shade and shine? Ooh, that looks cool. We would definitely have to, like, tamp it down a little bit, but I like how much, like, of a difference it makes. It's just like, okay, all the colors look. Yo, what's up? Why did? Oh god, I always screw up your name. Why did us JD? I always screw up that name. See, like, I'm dyslexic, so when I see a bunch of, like, letters like that, my brain literally just fucking shuts off. It's like, but, like, again, it looks like, this looks good, but then as soon as you do this, it's like the colors just, like, get, like, way more vibrant. And it's like, boom, perfect. And that's always a good step. Just put, like, a gradient of, like, a color over your piece, and it gets everything in, like, harmony. Really good tip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this. Now I'm going to... Oh, actually, you know what? I want to kind of add smoke. I don't think I have a good smoke brush. And you have to layer the smoke, too. So I have to do one, like, behind Pumpkin Jack here. Make, like, a... Come on, like, a gray, I guess. We'll have to do the airbrush. Let's put a texture on it, too. Maybe like marble 2. I kind of want to add like a little bit of like smoke. in the background a little bit. Can make it what's that word? Astral? Ethereal? I think that's the word I'm looking for. Boom, look at that shit, dude. Where there's smoke, there's fire. That is true. Looks a lot like Stingy Jack. This guy's name's Pumpkin Jack from the game Pumpkin Jack. Put a little, like, more of it in front, too. Ooh, look at how cool that looks, dude. Boom. Like, okay, that just put the piece together so well. Like, this is it with it on and then, like, off. Boom. So good. Oh, so cool looking, dude. I really outdid myself on this one. Okay, so now that we're good, thank God I remember the smoke. So we saved it as a site. I'm going to need to save it as a Photoshop PSD. And now we will go into Photoshop here. Open... Pumpkin Jack. Boom! Now we have a Photoshop Pumpkin Jack. I wish I had the patience to draw like you, man. Oh, it just takes time, you know? Time, effort, practice. Honestly, anybody can do it, really. Again, I always tell people, like, I'm a dumb... Oh, I need my keyboard. That's right. This is the part where we stop using a stylus and just go to... I don't want the cloth. Oh, come on. We go from stylus to keyboard. This is where digital art happens. So I do want to do a few things to this. But yeah, like, again, I always say, like, I'm a dumb monkey. So if, like, I'm able to do this, anyone is able to do this. So, what I did is I just made a new layer above kind of everything. I'm going to make this white, so I'm going to change the color, and then go to the bucket tool, drop it in. Then I'm going to make it multiply, so the white's going to disappear. Ooh, look at that. Oh, it even looks good in, like, black and white. Here you go, we got a black and white version, too. And we got, like, a reverse. Okay, but anyway, we're gonna switch to multiply, and the reason why I did that is because multiply makes white, like, disappear completely. Then that leaves me, I can do an inner glow or a stroke. Let's do a stroke. And what I could do is make it on the inside, and I don't want a gradient, I want a normal color. And let's make it black. And then we can make it a bit bigger to kind of, like, frame it in a bit more. And then, can I put noise on here? Now what? Let's turn off the stroke. Let's go in with an inner glow. Yeah, I have it preset. So the inner glow I like because it kind of makes it look like a kind of picture-y frame type thing. Oh, thanks, Sheba. You can adjust the size a little bit. I think that's pretty good. I usually like to put, like, borders around my pieces. I don't know, I just always like it. Frames it in a bit better. So that's good. Another thing I would like to do is pull up the layers here. go to Pumpkin Jack here. And we're going to put a stroke around it. So I'm going to hit stroke. That is on the inside. We want that on the outside. And make it just a little bit more like that. So again, it's like now Pumpkin Jack even sticks out even more. So he blends in less with the background. And it's like I always usually end up doing a stroke. And I believe that's pretty much it. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Got the stroke on Pumpkin Jack. I put the border around it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, the Photoshop part takes like 2 seconds. Or actually, you know what? Let's play around with it a little bit. Let's play around with it just a tad. Let's add an outer glow to the fence there. Yeah, that looks good. So if I take the preview, that looks good. Again, it adds to kind of like the smoky effect. I like it. Anything else? F. Oh, that looks bad. That was bad because it's a little erasing. What about... get that outer glow going on. And no, it's too much. It's just good on the fence. See, this is good when you're doing stuff. Make sure you don't go overboard with it. You know, you don't want to, you know, go too far and then starts looking bad. But all in all, I think this is pretty good. I'm happy with this. I think we had a solid drawing stream. I'm actually going to save here. And, yeah, this is kind of exactly what I wanted it to look like. It actually looks a little bit better than what I wanted it to look like. But this was fun. This was fun. I really do like how this one came out. I want to go back to... because Hatsune Miku cosplay out. So cool. So broke I couldn't buy it. Aw, man. Hatsune Miku's pretty cool. I like her. Miku's a cool character. She's in Sonic Crossworlds too. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. So I am going to I guess I'll end the stream now. I'll save my work one more time, and I'll post this up on my Instagram, DeviantArt, probably with the links to the stream once the stream's over. And it's like all on YouTube and stuff. So, anyway, guys, I'm Shin0525. Thank you, Shiba, for stopping by. Thank you, Why Did Us JD, for being here in the chat. I always appreciate it. And if you guys watch this, like, after the stream was done, on the playlist or whatever, I do appreciate you taking the time to watch. I'll be back next Sunday drawing something else, hopefully. I'll have to remember to draw something. But, yeah, that was Pumpkin Jack. Really cool. I like the way this one came out. And, yeah, other than that, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Okay, thanks, bye.